haven't seen him yet, but I see you and Lewis have been making lots of babies.
What?
Lewis spits out a mouthful of chips.
One of the U2s looks over there in confusion because he didn't hear it over the music.
Yeah. No, we've been busy at work, actually.
They're robot babies. There's one right there in your arms.
Yeah, well, you know how the stand works.
Yeah, it's so cute and small.
Oh, is that what she meant?
Yeah, absolutely. She winks at him.
Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Jeff just kind of like nods to his brother. Super great. My partner is so clear of spirit that I think she'll be more than capable of handling Mr. Blue Sky into a fight. I think she'll be very good at it. Lewis looks doubtful about this.
Wow, that's awesome. That's great to hear.
Mia looks amazed that she's getting praised. Kind of stunned.
In fact, that's the reason I chose Nia to begin with. Of all of the members of your little, I don't really know what to call you, hobo brigade,
Friends!
Nia, friends, sure. Nia is the one who has the clearest eyes.
Oh.
Mia gives a thumbs up and a wink. Of course.
She is completely innocent without pretension. There's just nothing going on but Nia.
Well, who else would I be?
Exactly.
This is true.
Exactly. Meanwhile, he points at Marisol.
She points at herself as well.
You're always shady.
Oh, well, yeah, that's fair.
And he points over at you two. And him over there, he like hides his light. And then the other one, he points over towards a distant corner of the gym where there's like a long training target set up. And Kev, I guess, and Jim would be there looking through different like weapons. A guy over there has got somebody else's light shining in his eyes. I don't know what's going on over there. Weird.
That's creepy that you can see that.
I think it's kind of neat.
The creepier thing is that nobody else can, I think.
I kind of can.
Can you?
I mean, I can't anymore because maybe you have my cameraman, but I guess I could learn maybe. Can you teach me?
I will teach you a great many things, but I don't think I can pass on the gift of this particular vision. It is, dare I call it, divine.
Are you a moon goddess, Jeff?
A what?
A goddess? I think she said it pretty plainly.
Well, I think I lack a few things to be considered a goddess. Two in particular I can think of, and then I have one extra part that the point is, no, not quite. I think of myself more as a divinely appointed sort of person. Yeah.
By who? By what god?
What god? I can't say. But I think it's the heavens that shine their light down upon me. Guide my path. Lead me towards yet higher glories. I am destined for greatness.
Mia seems to be absorbing that and thinking on it some so your stand gives you a divine purpose. So you're a protagonist.
Yes, in a way I am, but instead of being just an LDD sufferer, it's actually true. Lewis just shakes his head. You gotta quit talking like that, Jeff. It's just what? What do you mean? Just talking normal, saying good, normal things. This is why I'm the man in charge, the CEO. If the heavens didn't will it, would I be here? I doubt it. I don't even think I'd be alive today.
I guess it's pretty good that the CEO is so, I don't know, spearheady, confident. I mean, look at where the ELO is today. Must be working out, right?
Definitely. Well, I mean, I would say that I've built this atop the achievements of my predecessors. It would be entirely too arrogant of me to say that I have made ELO what it is today, but I certainly helped, as did my forebears, including my mother and father. Rest their spirits.
Marisol's wincing a little bit, but then she nods. Yeah, of course.
It's easy to get caught up in the brand that is Jeff Lynne, but reality is Jeff Lynne has a lot of different people that helped him become Jeff Lynne, like the Lynns and my parents who named me Jeff. It's a joke, but seriously, divine purpose is important. Knowing your place, also good. More importantly, having faith in a higher purpose, even if it's not an explicitly named God, but some force, I think, is vital. Even in the rare chance that it's your own power, just your stand, for instance. You got to have some faith, I think.
Oh, I have all my faith in the director.
Director?
Yeah, big time. Like,
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense, actually, on a philosophical level.
I guess you're gonna have to learn to be in his hands as well.
My experience with making movies is that I'm a bit of an hands-on kind of director myself, even when I'm not in the seat. So I may end up firing this one and hiring a new director.
Oh, he won't like that.
See what his rate is.
You can't fire Big Time. He's attached to you. He's part of you.
I think I can fire anybody I want, quite frankly, because I'm one of the most powerful people that you've ever met. And furthermore, Jeff keeps talking, but there's no sound coming out of his mouth now.
What did you do?
You two, you would also notice that Rich is moving, but he's also talking. The music is, I guess, completely drowning it out. He's not talking. Like, there's no sound coming off of him.
What?
Well, I was gonna say, if the music is coming out of Turn Down for What, does it stop?
Oh yeah, then it definitely would.
Okay, yeah. As soon as it stops, you two will go, Rich, what do you? And he'll look, or they'll look at him and look around and just go, can you guys hear me? And like they all start kind of like like shout, like making noises, and they're like, okay, we can all hear each other, but can you guys hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay, Marisol, can you hear us? And like they all start like waving and stuff.
Apparently?
Why did they go quiet?
Lewis
is also quiet. It looks like he is saying something, and then Jeff turns to talk to him. And as they're moving and talking, their colors are starting to fade out a little, and they're starting to speed up.
Yeah, you two, I guess, will try and like run his hand in front of like Rich to see if he like notices him or stops at all, or.
No, he doesn't. He's it looks like he's talking to you, but you standing in a different position.
So there's another me now.
No, you're not there, but he's talking to nobody. It's like as if he was off center.
Did we phase out?
Yeah, what's going on? Can you do this? And he points to Nia. Can you do this?
I don't.
And then another one points to Marisol. And what's happening?
It's not me. Definitely not me.
Been thinking of a lot of silence, but this wasn't it.
Jim, you see in the, kind of that corner, Kev, the same thing's happening to him. He was talking before, and he holds up a gun. He lets go of it, and it's being held by thin air. Nothing's there. He's just kind of sped up and talking.
Oh, that's
kind of on mute. Yeah.
I tried to grab Jeff and shake him.
The moment that you go to try to touch him, there's this like very violent shock, like electricity basically, but on a different kind of level. It doesn't cause you physical pain unless you try to hold on to it, but it is like a shock, like a zap.
Well, Neil probably like grabs him and goes ow, and then lets go for a second and blinks, and they hurt to touch.
Does this remind you of like the aliens or anything, Nia?
No.
Yeah. Okay, everybody, let's take a look around and see who or what's here that shouldn't be. I mean, it's got to be something, right?
Don't split up far from each other, though.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you send out your U2s?
They all nod and start slowly spreading out and looking around.
So the doors to the gym open, and a familiar figure walks in as you guys are searching around.
Jodeci!
It's
Yeah.
Jodeci, yeah.
Yeah, Jodeci.
Holy shit.
Are we dead? What? Did we die?
Hey guys, how's it going? Pretty good. Guys ready for this? We're gonna fight the Starmen.
What do you mean? What are you doing here?
Wait,
You guys are just
back?
gonna cheer. You guys are gonna cheer me on. Definitely. No, I'm hoping that maybe I'll be able to beat all of them, but it'll be tricky, I think.
Nia goes and tries to like touch him.
Oh, there's a huge shock when you do. It actually throws you on your ass.
Well, yeah, one of the U2s will run and help her over, or help
Hey,
her up.
Throw me a water bottle, will you? He holds up his hand, and a water bottle flies into it.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, one of the U2s goes to grab a water bottle and just watches that one, like, jerk off the table or whatever, just go flying towards them, and he just puts it back.
Jim will wander over since his Kev is broken.
Oh. Yeah, the ELO members come to a sudden halt. They're stuck in this very weird, almost rigor mortis type facial expression as they are completely frozen.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey, Jim.
Hey,
Yes,
Jodeci's
he's
here.
Except I think it's like part of the like time loop problem thing.
Jodeci, he's talking to somebody, but it's not any of you. It just seems to be just random conversation.
Hey, Jodeci. One of the YouTubes like waves to get his attention.
Yeah, he doesn't respond.
I think he's in a different time than we are, talking to people who aren't here.
I think he's either talking to ELO or I'm not sure. He's talking to somebody clearly from another time loop. I don't know. U2 gets in front of him now, like face to face.
When you get in front of him, you can see, I mean, he is like talking to somebody. It looks like he is making faces at them. Just kind of laugh. Yeah, whatever, jerk. You know, look, you guys, like ELO's dumb anyway. We had to do it. We had to get rid of them. Obviously, they were just like in the way to begin with. Like, why are you giving me shit? You know, they all had to just go. I don't even need to hear this shit. You guys are just like soft.
Yeah, U2's kind of looking back behind him. Are any of the ELO members behind him?
No, they are like
still scattered.
They're still scattered, but you do see that they're starting to like break apart, like crack.
What? No.
And like I guess YouTube will also kind of reach out to grab Jodeci and be like, Jodeci, I think you gotta leave, dude. Something's wrong. And he'll grab it like his shoulder or something.
Yeah, you get the same shock that Nia did if you try to make contact with him at this point.
Yeah, so he gets thrown down and we'll slowly get back up.
Marisol, this time when you see the shock, give me a ripple roll. Okay, with a 5. You can, if you want, draw that shock away from you two.
Oh, hell yeah.
When you do, you can ground it or you can try to absorb it. But what happened there was ripple energy. A lot of it.
Oh, she's going to try to absorb it.
If you absorb that power, you are going to feel pretty weird. This is similar to the feeling of the Holy Grail when that was like being activated. It's some kind of deep space reverberation or quake. You can feel it within your core.
Marisol's gonna look nauseous and like she wants to throw up, but she keeps herself steady.
You two, as you're in front of Jodeci, you can actually see something reflected in his eye that is moving closer.
Is it anyone I know or recognize?
Possibly not. Well, maybe if you guys watched the recording of Nia that she did when you guys pinged the Holy Grail, it's this stand.
Okay, yeah, I don't think YouTube was there for that, so he doesn't recognize it. And YouTube will turn around again to see if he sees it.
Oh yeah, it's right behind you.
Guys, who's this? And yeah, YouTube will obviously point out the gold stand that's now moving, trying to sandwich him.
Marisol straightens up. Hey, it's that stand that we saw in the Grail.
It stole the Grail last time in a different time. It stole the Grail.
Okay, what's it doing here? Is it here or is it?
I think
in one of these timelines.
I think it's in the same timeline as whatever Jodeci's timeline is going on right now. That is like being projected.
Okay, and U2 steps like out of the way of it. Just to make sure.
Just as you step out of the way, the stand reaches out towards Jodeci and puts a hand on his face. And you can actually hear him start to scream as his body is engulfed in fire. The reverberation that comes off of that contact, Marisol, is the ripple. But it's powerful in a way that you've actually never felt. Like on a level that would be considered like primordial almost.
She sort of like stumbles towards Jodeci to try to like make any sort of contact. What the hell is this?
Can I try to kick the gold lady? This is gonna be bad.
Well, here's the thing. When you try to move towards Jodeci and Nia, if you try to move, and you two, if you try to move, there is something between you, invisible now, like a wall. You are in a ring, sort of, that is pushing you away.
No, give me back Jodeci!
Yeah, Yuchi's just trying. He's struggling as well against it, but is, I guess, being pushed back.
Really difficult to push away from this thing. It's pushing you further and further out. Jim, you're trapped in it too. You're trapped in a different ring that's further away from your friends, but you are trapped in it's like a concentric circle. Sort of like those battle maps. You're all being pushed several zones and zones and zones away from this golden stand and the burning Jodeci, who just kind of drops to his knees and then falls over.